All right, ladies and gents, this is Mike here again with Better Times, here to go over two money line bets that I like and the best bet parlay. Hopefully, you got in on that early. I released it early for a reason. First money line bet, though, is going to be Roberto Romero. Now, he's going up against Timmy Kwamba. And look, if you remember the debut of Romero, he went up against David Onama, and he really impressed me. The dude is always in the fight. He is all action and he's constantly moving. And the movement is what I really like. The fact that he has the cardio to keep moving and keep throwing. Look, Kwamba has fast hands. You're going to notice it early, very fast. But outside of the 1-2 that he has, there's really nothing he is going to offer that's going to make Romero feel like he's in danger. Romero, on the other hand, is going to bring the fight to Kwamba. And Kwamba is going to fold. He's done it before. He's shown that he has a breaking point. And Romero is not going to give you a chance to breathe. The fact that this line flipped, it really just blows my mind. Minus 105, that is something you have to jump on. The second money line bet is going to be Ian Gary. And look, man, if you watch my videos, you know Ian Gary, to me, is something special. He may have not won his last fight, but I believe he impressed everybody in his last outing. He's at a minus 125 now. I really thought this line was going to blow up closer to a 2-1 favorite, which is still not enough for me. Look, recency bias happens a lot. You got this guy who comes in, lots of knockouts, and he just captivates the MMA fans, and they just think he's this invincible fighting machine. It happened with Alex Pereira until he met Magomed Ankalaev. It's going to happen here. This is Protez's first high-level opponent, and this is a real high-level fight that he's going to be in. Okay, make no mistake, he picks his shots well. He really does. But Gary is not going to panic under pressure. He's a guy that knows how to adjust mid-fight. He's a guy who learns from his mistakes, and he's also a fighter that's always improving. Every time you see him in there, he's getting better. And it's not going to be any difference with Protez. He's not going to just keep it striking. He's going to mix in the grappling. Although I believe the striking still favors Gary, the grappling is going to make it more into his favor as well. Gary has more ways to win this fight. At minus 125, this is, I really can't explain the price, how it has not jumped up yet. But I would get on that before you regret it, because look, Gary's going to show you why he is going to be a future champion, and more than likely a long reigning champion as well. So those are the two money line bets. Roberto Romero minus 105. Ian Gary minus 125. Okay, now the best bet parlay. Look, this got released early for a reason, because it was at such a good price considering the matchups, and I knew they were going to blow up the way they did. Jacqueline Amarim, our number one pick, went from a minus 435 to a minus 650. Damone Blackshear went from a minus 320 to a minus 390. That's why I released it early, because the betting odds was going to correct themselves. And on top of that, people were going to bet them at that price anyway. It is free money. Amarim is going to be able to submit Polyana Viana in the first round. Okay, Viana, she's good against grapplers that are not world class, or that really don't see setups and can't react fast enough when she has her setups going. Mainly the armbar. She has a really nice armbar, but she's dealing with a world-class jiu-jitsu level fighter. Amarim is going to be able to take her down. She's not going to be able to do anything to threaten Amarim when she gets on top. Submission round 1 is what's going to happen. Damone Blackshear. Now, this is a high-level fighter that just happens to not be ranked. His 2 losses come against high-level fighters that he was winning, but because of the short notice, he got tired. And that's the only flaw in his game, is when he shows up short notice, because the pace that he keeps, along with the pace that those fighters put onto him, he just got tired. Yusuf Zalal, he beat him 2 rounds, and then he got tired in the 3rd round. Mario Batista, he showed in that fight that he was a step ahead every single moment until that last minute of the 2nd round where Batista stole it, because, again, Blackshear got tired due to the pressure and not being in a full training camp. Full training camp, not even anything more than 2 weeks notice, Blackshear is a problem. He's shown that he's had strong wrestling and that he has an unorthodox striking flow that is really effective for him. Alatang Haley, as good as he is, he's not going to be able to get the advantage in the wrestling. The striking is going to be even more of a problem because he doesn't set up his strikes. He has linear attacks, and that plays into Blackshear's hands all the time. If you cannot move, he is just going to keep landing strikes on you from the moment the bell starts. And when that happens, Alatang Ali gets frustrated. He doesn't like being poked at, and that's what's going to open him up for more counters. Look, when I released this parlay, it was a minus 163. $50 wins you $30.54. It is now, let me see here, a minus 222. I don't like the price because I don't like my best bet parlays being that high. But if you recall the PFL parlay that I released for this past Friday, it was a minus 275. The price is justified in the matchups. This is free money. Minus 222, $50 wins you $22.49. That's the best bet parlay. I really hope you got it in early when I released the play. But that's the show. Don't forget to check out allinforbettertimes.com. I got the prelim breakdowns up right now, along with the best bets for the whole card. Check it out, man. I got some really good dogs. And when you listen to my reasoning why, I guarantee you're going to want to bet on them too. The price is too good not to take a shot. Main card breakdowns will be up Tuesday. The rest of the props will be up Friday along with the lottery parlay. I know we're going to hit one of them this year. And until next time, good luck with your bets.